Morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. Day 30 here on October-thon. We've reached the finish line. Today we got the trailer loaded or hooked up. We're fixing to load up Rio number 22, take him down to the vet, so hopefully we can get a resolution or resolve the problem, and be a good way to end old October-thon is to figure out what's wrong with Rio. So we're going to take him down to the vet, and we have a lot of stuff to do today. Maybe we'll go get a few cows, I'm not sure yet. Cold weather's setting in. It was 16 degrees this morning. It didn't get single digits, so we lucked out there, but still pretty cold. So, well, my wife already has got the calf pinned up here for us, and got him ready to go for us, so I don't have to do anything other than open the gate. So there he is, he's ready to go. Let's go find out what's wrong with old Rio. My wife is telling me that the bump is taking on a different look. If I can somehow sneak around to get a better look at it here. Get a look there. What is going on with it? My wife says it looks like a hoof. I mean, it does kind of look like a hoof. What in the world? I don't know. Man alive, I wish I could be there when the vet takes care of this. This is bizarre. Of course, it might just be my eyes. Let's see if I get her. What in the world is going on here? Huh. Bizarre, guys. See if I can get him to turn his head a little bit. Right there. What do we got going on here? Strange. Let's see if I could zoom in on that a little bit. Kind of a strange looking unit. Huh. Well, good news is we're gonna figure, it looks like he might have bursted a little bit, whatever it might be. Kind of an interesting look. Good news is, guys, we're gonna get it taken care of today. That looks gnarly. Well, we just got back from the vet. We dropped off the steer. He's gonna be there for several hours and then probably get looked at this afternoon. And then he'll figure out what's going on. I think it's just an infection, probably got something stuck in his gum. He didn't have a whole lot of time to look at him or talk with us, so he's going to check it out pretty soon. But sure did look weird though, didn't it? I think the hair kind of finally separated and maybe kind of broke free there, but we'll see what's going on in a few hours. Right now, just down here checking the steers and Faith as well. And they're just over here eating some hay, and we decided not to go ahead and go up and get the cows today. We're going to wait till tomorrow or the next day to go get them, just to kind of avoid some chaos down here. Being as how we took Rio out, and I just want it to remain the same until I get them back, and then we can get the other ones. Plus, it'll save me, a little bit of hay. Even though we do take hay up to pasture every night, it's nowhere near as much as they would have to feed them down here in the corral, just because they have other stuff to chew on. So we're going to save, a couple feedings, a few feedings, a few 100 pounds of hay by leaving them up there a couple more days and just keeping the several that we have here. And these guys are still eating a pretty good breakfast. It's been kind of cool, so they got a little extra grass last night. But other than that, looks like Tater's full, and they'll probably go lay down and take a nap, and we're going to go on and go look in the garden probably. I need to dig up those beets, believe it or not, and a few potatoes. And then we're just waiting on a call from the vet. Little side note, guys. Every day we take up to pasture about 3 of these. These are some pretty thick ones, but almost 3 of those every day to feed. And if they were down here, we'd have to almost double that. Maybe right about here would be a daily ration. So each one of these bells would only last us about 5 or 6 days down here at the corral. And up there it lasts us about 10. So come on, Blue. Get over here, Blue. Come on, Blue. Let's run over here. Come on. Come on. Blue. Blue. Blueberry. Come here. What are you doing? Run over here. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. There you go. My mistake, it froze in here. Shoot skis. Look at the man alive, guys. When I headed to town, I actually found out it was 13, not 16. That pumpkin's froze. Well, it really brought up the scent of that plant, though. I can smell it. We need to get my pumpkins out of here. I should have done it last night. Shoot skis. The beet crop this year, guys, was all vegetation or foliage, not so much for beets. We did get a few, as you can see, looking there. They're not the prettiest things in the world. For some reason, guys, everything just kind of went that way. You can see our little batch of potatoes. They're like what I'd call a pot roast potato. You'd throw them right there in there with your pot roast in the old crock pot. But as you guys know, we planted these potatoes pretty late in the season because everything else was going so poorly. So just another sign of how our year went. But we got plenty of foliage to feed the chickens and hopefully some pigs, if we can get some pigs. All right, guys, we just got back from the vet. If I can get a sneak peek at his face here, you'll be able to see. I might have to get on the other side. Maybe walk towards the gate there and see if I can get him to turn around a little bit. No, he's not going to turn around. Well, there you go. There's a little view of his. Oh, I can't get a good view of that. There we go. There's a better view. So he's got a pretty good hole there now, and we'll talk about it here in a minute. Come on, Rio, we're home. Poor little guy. Good gravy. Well, we're back up here at pasture, guys. Gonna drop off some more hay for the 16, and then I'm gonna check the water gap for ice, and then I'll get back down to the corral and we can talk about Rio a little bit and see what's going on with him. But anyways, we're gonna feed real quick and then we'll go back down there. Just got to get this done before it gets dark. So okay, guys, well, you remember those two cows that were on the road yesterday? One of them got in. Looks like the young calf, the 8-month-old calf or whatever it is, got in. Mom's on the other side, so we're gonna try to get this calf out, as he's wanting out pretty bad to get to his mother. So anyways, he didn't want to stick around with the hay. We had the hay up here, and I thought he'd stick there and eat, but didn't do it. I don't rightly know where this calf got in, but it wasn't on this side. Looks like a heifer. So we're gonna get her on out of here. Try to slide her back up to the gate, get her out on the road, let the mom catch up, get them reunited. She's a little more flighty than our calves, as you noticed. I'm gonna swing wide. Let's see, give her a little distant hip pressure right there. There you go. There she goes. Oh, don't turn around now, calf. Unfortunately, guys, I got electric fence in the way now, which is going to complicate things quite a bit. Get her running up the fence here. Come on now, cow. Oh, come on, calf. No, no. She's a little runner. The wife's out ahead there, gonna kind of block him off. See if we can't get him to go through those panels. Huh. All right, the cow has slipped the crick, which is gonna make this probably a lot easier if I can get that calf to come over. Unfortunately, I mean, it's on the back 40, as they call it, of our pasture, but I guess it got in somewhere back here. I'm guessing they got back there last night, and this is how it happens. So, boy, she's a tall drink of water. Got the old range cow, kind of looks like a thoroughbred. Here we go. Come on, heifer. Let's go, heifer. There you go. There you go. Nice. Oh, look at them go. They're not our cows, you can tell. Good grief. Okay, we're gonna walk up to the water gap. I'll have to come back and count my cows, make sure we got the right ones. Had my wife throw out just a little bit more hay than I was going to, because if we had an extra animal, I wanted to make sure it was fed, had a full belly. But we got her back out. Now they're across the fence, trying to find their way back in to get at some of my hay. They're right over here. Maybe they'll run back down. Let's see what's going on. There they are. Getting a drink of water. You guys probably have better luck going back down. Yep. You might want to go back down the other way. Go on now. Go back down the other way. Here you go. Go back down. Go out the way you got in here. Look at those athletic little cows. A little bit different than our little chunkies. There's the water gap, looking pretty good. Not too bad at all. That's encouraging. No ice. Guys, it got down to 13. I thought it was 16. And then I looked again. It was 13 down at the Homestead. Up here might have been a hair warmer, but I'm sure there was a little ice in here that melted away. But looks like we're good to go for a few more days. And I can't believe it's been 30 days already. I can't actually, but everything's different. All the leaves are gone. Oh man, I'm still. Let me catch my breath a minute after chasing that cow. Still got to calm down a little bit. Man, that water looks cold, don't it, guys? Makes you want to go jump in and do one of those cold water plunges. Not a big fan of them, but I'll give it a go every once in a while, I guess. Matter of fact, last winter, our water heater in our camper didn't work because it froze and broke and blah, blah, blah. So we spent a few months last winter taking cold showers. And many of you know we had to pack water to the camper, pump it in, yada, yada, yada. So it was already cold to begin with. But we get in there and take one of them cold showers. Whew, man. I tell you what though, I did feel good afterwards. I ain't gonna lie. And my wife did too. She said it made her feel really good, but man, almost bring a fear up in me. Just get scared to get into that water. But once you did and got it over with, it was good. But that don't mean I want to do it every day. Sorry guys, I ain't the cold plunge guy. I need a little bit of warm water, but every once in a while, it is good for you, I guess. So let's go count these cows real quick and then head back down and check on number 22, Rio. Well, looky there, guys. They gave me the slip and came back up, heading back upstream. I guess there is a down fence on the upper end. They might end up in the neighbor's place, but, well, hope they find their way home. Boy, guys, as I'm approaching this 16 left on the property here up at pasture, just brings to mind all the times this summer coming up here. We had a rough year on summer. It was dry. We had feed issues. We've been feeding hay for a number of weeks now. Hey Summer, how you doing? And it's been difficult. Cost a little extra money with the hay and stuff, quite a bit, but I'm pleased. We got a pretty good little group here. Some of them are going to be going up for sale as we need to move on and slim the herd down a little bit, and we'll determine on how that's going to happen. But looking across here, they've done pretty well on this grass hay, I think. They look pretty good. Not too heavy, not too slim. Looking good. Panda's a pretty big cow, but so anyways, guys, this is the last look in October probably as far as the cows on pasture. Next time you see them, if you guys are new, like, subscribe, follow along on our little dusty homestead. Trying to grow some food for ourselves, some sustenance on a dusty old butte, and whatever pasture we can find. We got some cows and chickens and ducks and turkeys and hopefully some pigs. So like, subscribe, follow along. Within a couple days, guys, we'll be bringing these guys home, and you'll see them coming home. And then we'll go into the corral system for the winter, in which I can explain to the new subscribers later date. But anyways, for now, guys, this is the last look at the guys, the old cows on pasture eating some nice grass hay. All the leaves are gone, and we're gonna head back down and take a look at Rio. Let's get on up out of here. Hello there, number 22. I just want to see if I can get a good view of your little wound there. There we go, zoom in on just a little bit. Well, you can see he's just having a better time chewing. Look at that. Oh man, that was quite the ordeal. Let me tell you what, that was a big deal. So what exactly was going on with Rio? What was going on with his mouth? Now, you guys know he's been dealing with it for 10 to 12 days. I mean, it's been maybe even 2 weeks he's been dealing with this issue. And we've had a lot of ideas thrown around, like it was lump jaw. There was an abscessed tooth. There was something stuck in his, jaw, whatever, like a piece of, like a seed from a cheatgrass or something could have got stuck in there and created an abscess. Anyways, lots of ideas coming around. This morning we were looking at it, my wife was like, it looks like a hoof. And I was like, it kind of does look like a hoof, bizarrely enough. I know that was a crazy thought, but it had a weird shape to it. We couldn't figure out what was going on, but because it looks so much different than it did, a couple days before that. And you guys would know that because you've been watching. It looked just like a bump, and this morning it had like a shape to it. It was bizarre, and something had either popped or something happened. So it was a good thing we got into the vet. But I'm telling you what, guys, you cannot believe what was going on with this steer's mouth. I mean, it was crazy. When he told me what was happening and what happened, I couldn't believe it. And it's crazy enough, guys, that I think I need to make a separate video about it and let it stand on its own. It won't be a very long video, but even though today's day 30, we've made it through. Thanks for sticking with us through 30 days here, guys. And if you're new, like and subscribe, follow along, because you're going to want to see this tomorrow, I guarantee it. My vet's never seen it. I never would have even thought of it. So follow along, guys. We're going to have to roll this into a day 31. I just got to let it stand alone. So if you guys will join me on one more day, guys, just one more. Let's go for 31 in a row. It's interesting enough. I think we need to let it stand on its own. So a little bit of a cliffhanger. If you've been following, wondering what's going on with Rio for the last, 10 to 14 days, one more day, it's going to be worth the wait. It's really bizarre. And I tell you what, I'm super grateful that it was taken care of. So like, subscribe, guys. Follow us one more time. Come in here tomorrow. I'll let you know what happened to him. And then we'll be done with October.